Hi everyone, welcome back to Megan's Creative Arts. Today I have this gorgeous cluster V-stitch blanket. It has a very nice edge and looks the same on both sides. And this was done in the Loops and Threads pink ombre. Oh, it's very beautiful. This one is about 30 inches wide, and I need one more skein, but it will be around 36 inches long. This is a 4-weight yarn, and I used a 5.5 millimeter hook for this one. So let's go ahead and get started, and I will tell you how to make it whatever size you're interested in. Today I'm going to use a 5.5 millimeter hook and some red yarn today. So we'll start with our slip knot. If you're interested, the red color I got from Hobby Lobby, it is the I Love This Yarn, and it's just red. It says the color is red. Alright, so the cluster V-stitch blanket is done in any multiples of 3. So you're just going to chain in multiples of 3 as wide as you want your blanket. For mine, I think I did 120 chains. Alright, so I've done 30 chains. And this is a nice, simple, easy 1-row repeat. I'm just doing a small sample for you. Alright, so we are going to go into the second chain from our hook and do a single crochet. This loop does not count, so I'm going to count 1, 2, and go into that second one and do a single crochet, and single crochet all the way across. So I insert my hook, grab the yarn and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both loops for my single crochets. So depending on how many chains you did, you're going to have one less single crochet. So because I did 30, I'm going to have 29 on mine. So keep going, do the single crochet all the way across. This is commonly referred to as a foundation row. This is your first row. I will meet you at the end of the foundation row. Alright, so I am at the end of row 1, the foundation row. If it twists or kind of curls up on you, that's fine. We will go ahead and start row 2 and it'll straighten itself back out. Alright, so for row 2, I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And I'm going to put a double crochet into the very first stitch. The chain 1 is just a turning chain. We don't actually count that as any kind of stitch. I'm going to skip 1. So there's my skip. And I'm going to put a cluster V-stitch here, which is going to be 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets all into the same stitch. It's going to look like this. You'll see the V a little easier once we get into the third row. Now I'm going to skip 2, 1, 2, and in this next one I'm going to do the cluster V stitch again. So again, that's 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 more double crochets. All into that same stitch. Okay, and we're just going to keep doing this across. So skip 2 and do your V stitch, your cluster V stitch. So there's 1, 2, chain 1, and 2 more double crochets. Now as you go along, you'll end up straightening your first row so it's not curling around. Okay, so again, 1, 2. Chain 1 and 2 double crochets. You can see how simple this pattern is. 1, 2. And this would look great in the self-striping yarn like I used. You could do a solid color like I'm currently doing, or you can stripe it yourself or use any kind of combination. I'm almost to the end of row 1. I'm sorry, row 2. And row 3 is going to be your repeat row. So that's what you will end up doing for the rest of your project, is row 3. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And that way I'll know if you want more videos like it. If you aren't currently a subscriber, please subscribe. Go. All right, so I am at the end of row 2. I have 2 stitches left. So I'm going to skip 1 and do a double crochet into the last single crochet stitch from the row below. So just like we started, that's how we end each row. So there's technically 2 rows. Yes, it's curling a little. That's okay. As we keep going, it won't do that. Pull a little more yarn out. There we go. All right, so row 3, this is your repeat row. You're going to chain 1 and turn your work. You're going to do a double crochet into the top of the first stitch, which should also be a double crochet. And then we're going to skip these 2 stitches and do the cluster V stitch into this chain 1 space. So that's where we're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 more double crochets. Looks like this. And we're going to keep going. So only in the chain 1 spaces you're going to be doing the cluster V stitch, those 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and you're going to just continue on. And then you'll only do a double crochet at the end and beginning of your rows. Here's what it should be looking like. Whoop. Unless you put your stitch in the wrong spot, like I just did. And that's why you can just pull it out and correct it. So I had put it right there instead of right here. So only do it in the chain 1 spaces. As you can tell, I tend to feel where I'm supposed to go with my fingers. I feel the empty space where the chain 1 is. Right there. So pretty simple, but it is a very beautiful stitch to turn your blanket into, or any project. Two. I'm almost to the end of row 3. Again, row 3 is your repeat row. I think I did my blanket in about 2 days. I don't get a chance to work on it all the time, but I do get to do a couple hours in the evening at least. Alright, so here's the end of row 3. I'm just going to put a double crochet into the top of the double crochet from the row below. Again, we don't use the turning chains. There we go. Mine is curling just a little. If you find that your projects tend to curl a lot more because of your chains, you can actually chain using a bigger hook, using in this case I would have used a 6mm hook. It doesn't usually happen to me, but looks like it is on this sample. Didn't happen on the actual blanket I was doing. But you're gonna chain 1, turn, put a double crochet into that very first stitch, and then continue doing your cluster V stitches across. And that is how you make this beautiful blanket. So here's what 3 rows looks like. And again, you're just going to be doing that cluster V stitch all the way around. So then it will look something like this when you're done. And you don't have to put a border on this because it does have a very straight edge, but you can choose to do a border. It could be a simple single crochet border, or if you want to get a little more fancy, maybe some sort of fan. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.